show, Amanda Page Cornett and Six String Showdown, and Amanda's here to talk with us right now. Hello, Amanda. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Oh, we're doing just fine, thanks. So glad to have you here with us today. And what a, if you'll pardon the expression, I know it's supposed to be country-oriented, but I can't resist saying, what a rocker. I mean,
yeah,
you really rock out on that thing.
Thank you. I call that our, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was going to say, we call that our future classic rock song.
There you go. Well, there isn't any chance you really put your heart and soul into that one, is there?
Yeah.
You know, I put my heart and soul into everything I do. My guitar player, Randall Scott Peterson, and I co-produced my whole album, and we wanted to make an album that we were really proud of musically, lyrically, everything. So, yes, absolutely.
Well, it shows, and it's a great way. It's a great attitude to have, to put your heart and soul into everything you do, and you'll be rewarded for that, believe me. And it looks like you're already on the right track. Tell us a little bit about Amanda and where she came from and what made her what she is today.
Well, I'm originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina, and moved back kind of in and out of Florida and Southeast and whatnot, and I've been in Nashville for a little while now, and I've been making up songs probably as long as I could talk, and when I was 9, I finally started writing them down, been performing since I was little, and had some really amazing influences over the years that really guided me in great directions on how to make songwriting a skill, not just a talent, and how to work hard and know that it's not going to be an overnight thing, but you got to just keep working and working and grinding.
Absolutely. I think you've got the right attitude. John Bon Jovi, I can tell you're just waiting to jump in here. Come on aboard.
Chomping at the bit. Amanda,
welcome.
welcome.
Love the choice of words. Love the choice.
Welcome. It's wonderful that you're here, and as David tells all of our guests, I never get to hear the music until we play it, so I can render a knee-jerk reaction and honest opinion. And this is really something, the Six String Showdown, because there's certainly some hardcore elements of country in there, but when you get your people to be able to blend a combination of a rock solo and a country solo on the guitar like that, that's kind of hard to do. So congratulations on that. You guys pull it off.
Well, thank you. I wrote that song with Randall Scott Peterson, who is also my co-producer, and Dave Isaacs, who is known as the Nashville Guitar Guru. So both insane guitar players. And I called him up one day and I said, hey, I've got this idea. What if we write a lead guitar battle song? And I said, I'll help with the lyrics, but the music's on y'all, because they're much, much, much more talented musicians than I. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So we got together, and I'm very proud of it. I think it's a really fun song to sing. It's a rocker. It's exciting to play live and to listen to. So.
Well, it's something that you're going to be able to, I was going to say, as far as the live play is concerned, this is something where you guys can be up on stage and your guitarists can have a musical conversation with each other, going back and forth. And I think that's great. And it's good bar music. It's good, come on, let's go out and party music. And that's one of the things I really like about it.
Absolutely.
That's something that can stay on the jukebox.
Yes.
Yeah, and playing in bars changed the way I write even. Playing, 3-hour gigs even adjusted the way I write, because I realized you have to write to the audience. You want the audience, if you're playing bar gigs and you want to play original music, you have to play music that they can sing along with by the second chorus. And then they don't even have to know you're playing originals, because they can sing along, so they're like, oh, I must have heard this before.
Exactly, and I was going to say playing in bars has changed a lot of people's lives, but I think that goes without saying. But
this
you
is
did
a
bring
different
up
way, yes.
Yes, I'm sure. You did bring up one point that I wanted to jump on and follow up on, and that is the live music thing, which, of course, has been kind of restricted for the last 3 months or so. And Have you had a chance to play that particular track live?
We have. We actually had a full band show on January 4th, and that was the last time we got to play as a full band. We had some gigs in March that all got canceled, and
Sure.
We're excited to be playing 4th of July for a rescue benefit for essential workers and rescue workers down at Hot Springs
Awesome.
in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which will be pretty cool, and it will be so much fun to be back with the band. It's been difficult having to play for computer screens and doing online
Sure.
concerts. But the cool thing about that is I feel like we've been able to build new fan bases because of some of the online music festivals we've been doing. People that wouldn't have known who we were otherwise have discovered us, and we've discovered other people as well.
And we've talked about this with other artists that we've had on during our pandemic casts here over the last 3 months or so. And one of the things that I've found that I believe is that this whole situation, if you can find some good out of it, I think it's opened the door to more of the live streams, the more personal live streams where artists are playing from their own homes or their own studios to a specific audience. And when you're doing a live stream, you get the feeling, especially as a viewer, you get the feeling that the artist is playing almost directly to you, as if he were in your home playing for you alone. And I think this creates a much more intimate atmosphere than you can get at even the most intimate nightclubs.
Absolutely. It's kind of like doing a house concert, except
Yes.
there's a little more fun with house concerts because I actually get to physically get to meet people and interact. And but it is great because you can comment and you can see people making comments or making requests. And I love asking, where's everybody from, to find out how far away people are from, because being online, you can get people from everywhere, whereas if you're performing just in town, it's only going to be whoever's there physically. And
Right.
it opens up the world quite a bit. Internet in general has opened up the world for indie artists to get their music out there, which I think is a great thing.
Well, the internet has opened up the opportunity for guys like David and I to be able to do a show that features indie artists that we can feature through our internet radio show. So, it kind of goes hand in hand with each
Without
other.
corporate America telling us what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And we are not beholden to Clear Channel or iHeartRadio, or this is our thing. But what I want to ask you, another question here, is that once all this pandemic nonsense clears up and this COVID is just a sad note in our history, do you plan on getting out on the road and touring again, seeing, whether it's going to be a large venue or an intimate club setting? Are you going to be, you and the band, are you going to hit the road?
That is the plan. Right now, it's still kind of touch and go. A lot of places aren't wanting to book yet because the numbers keep going up and down and things keep changing. And so I think a lot of venues, a lot of places aren't completely open yet, especially if they're a bar without a restaurant. And so I'm definitely ready to be back on the road. It's been tough not getting to play out with the band, and that is something we were working on, putting together Southeast and further tours right before this happened. So hopefully we can get back on track with that and start getting out there. We have to definitely get through this. My guitar player has 2 babies. He has a almost 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old with cystic fibrosis. So
Oh, boy.
he has to be very careful. So it may be that, we may have to use a different guitar player just for a little while because of that, and which stinks because my band is 2 brothers and a sister, and we've been playing together for over 9 years, and they truly are a part of my sound. It's not just me. It's Amanda Page Cornett and Almost Angels.
Well, we sure hope that you'll
Right,
be hitting our
and
neighborhoods. David is in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and I'm in Southwest Florida down in Naples, and we would just love to host you guys and have you be here in town and go see your concert and hang out afterwards, and it'd be a lot of fun.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. I'm actually in Florida right now. I'm in Orlando right now.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So unfortunately,
And before I
it's for
forget-
a sad reason, but
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before I forget to mention it, obviously we are all over social media on the internet, but I have one page on Facebook that is a groups page, a group music page, and that is there for guests on the show and for all music people for that matter, but especially for guests on the show to post their news, their releases, their new play dates, whatever they're doing that they want to share with their audience. Share it there. It's the David Bowers Awards on Facebook, and you share it there. We'll pick it up and blast it out on our other social media sites too, so you get a little extra mileage off of that. So keep that in mind. That's there for you to use. Do it. That's what it's there for. And
great.
now,
We
your
just released
turn.
the video. Go ahead.
Awesome, great, absolutely, yeah. That's the kind of thing we love to see there, and of course the followers love it too. Before we run out of time, I want to give you the chance to tell people how to find you online.
You can find me at www.amandapagecornett.com. No I in Page, which has kind of become a joke because I say that every time. And you can find me on Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon MP3. Facebook, Amanda Page Cornett Music, all over. And, you know, I love interacting with fans. I love supporting other artists as well. During this COVID stuff, I've been encouraging everybody, if you love music, if you realize you couldn't make it through a pandemic without entertainment, without arts, without music, without TV, make sure you're supporting those artists because we're struggling too, and we want to be able to continue putting out great music for you to listen to. So, and like I said, I just put out a new music video for Six String Showdown. It was a lot of fun. I got to work with some students at David Lipscomb in their film program, which was really cool, getting to work with some young, talented directors and producers, and it's out live now, so I'll post that for y'all after this. It's pretty fun.
Great. Fantastic. And yeah, we do. We always encourage our listeners to go and get a hold of the artist, go to their webpage, get a hold of them on social media, interact with them, tell them what you like, what you don't like, make requests, whatever. But the interaction is what it's all about. And we appreciate you having that same feeling, as well as we appreciate you coming in and spending a little time with us to tell us about Amanda Page Cornett. And if you would, we've got about 30 seconds left. Tell us about this next song we're going to play called Throw a Little Gas.
Well, little did I know that I was setting the 2020 on fire in a bad way. We thought we were setting it in a good way, but it's a real sassy, bluesy song, and we released a video for that January 1st and set 2020 on fire. We did not mean to blow up 2020, but it's a fun song I wrote with Mr. Steve Goody. He's a comedian writer in Nashville, known for that, but we wrote a pretty sassy, sultry blues song, and it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome, and I guess we do have a few seconds longer than what the timing said there, but I don't think anybody blames you personally or even your group for messing up 2020 and making it a memorable year in the wrong way. So don't take that personally. But we are so happy to have had you here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you. And we look forward to hearing from you again. Do keep in touch with us. One of the things we insist on is we like to be able to follow our guests, follow their careers, keep in touch with them, and, of course, have you come back in the future, too.